Hey YouTube, Oliver here, just with some new Overwatch news. BlizzCon has been the last couple of days, and there's been a new update to the PTR, which is the public test region, before things go live on the main Overwatch server in the game. They put them through testing and see if balance patches works, all that kind of things. Not all changes make it over, but these changes will. They're just making sure everything runs smoothly. Biggest news of all, we have a new hero called Sombra. She is a offense attack hero, to pretty much the same words. The 3-star hero, the developers have said she's an offense/support hero. She has a number of attacks. Her main weapon is a machine pistol, that's her right click, and then her left is hack. She needs a little bit of time. You can't sort of just run up to someone and hack them or you'll be killed, but you can hack health packs for a short time so the enemy team can't use them, and also you can hack enemies so they can't use any of their abilities for a short time, so they're pretty much useless except for their main weapon. And so that can, especially in the end of games, that can play a big part, because one of Sombra's other abilities is invisibility, so she can just become invisible and sneak around points. She has a pretty big distance. I was testing it out, and I could get from the choke in Hanamura on attack to pretty much just going around right to the point and taking that. So that's pretty good distance, because when you're invisible you run faster. Only thing is, if you're shot when you are invisible, you will come out of invisibility and you can be attacked, so you do have to be a bit careful. Believe in Widow's sights you're seen, and if you can get like headshotted by accident. Hanzo's throwing arrows and when he headshots you will die, which is a bit scary, and it's a fluke, but it can happen. She also has her tech, which is like a sort of, it can teleport you. You press E and you throw this little device, and wherever it lands you can just jump to straight away. When you jump to it you don't need to be looking at it, so you can be head on versing someone and then sort of throw it to the side, and then if things get too intense press it and you just go whoop and just be teleported there. So she has a lot of sort of abilities to sort of move around, be stealthy, so she can go invisible, sneak up behind someone, hack them, move away, and then come in for the attack. I feel like she'll be really good against people like Reinhardt, because you can get rid of their shields with her ultimate. Her ultimate is called AMP, basically does this barrier, and all shields and all defenses come down, and none of the heroes in a short time can use their abilities. You can just completely just set up for your other team to use their ultimates or just take a point, which is pretty insane. If Alicio's put up his barrier, that will be taken away, that will stop. A couple of heroes that won't stop, because it can only stop things before they happen or select things. She can also hack turrets, so if you have that annoying turret, if you can sneak behind it and then hack it, you can get into that turret, stop it, let the firer come and justice it, or whatever you need to do. So she's like a very sneaky tracer. She sort of has that movement to her, but not blinking. She does take a lot of skill to use. I played her for an hour, started to get a bit better, but I feel like she is a character that you'll need to really feel out and work out strategies to use. She's not used for everything. Winston's a hard counter to her, just chases you. Reaper is the same. She's a bit squishy as sort of an offense hero, so you do have to be careful, but if you know how to use her well enough, which I've seen, you can move around and stealth. So I think she'll be a very good character to counting defense heroes and some tanks, and also taking trickier points, because she can get past chokes. As long as she doesn't get hit by some Symmetra turrets or something, she can sneak past areas and then do her thing and hack, and really sort of cause a bit of mayhem with hacking health packs and getting rid of abilities and taking on some people herself so the rest of the team can come through, which is really going to be a must pick, I think. Other news we have a whole new mode called Arcade. Arcade used to be called one of the Brawls a while back, but what they've done now is they've got a whole new mode called Arcade, and it has different new game modes in it. We have 1v1, which is just, the rules are, it's just, one person versus another one. Both people play a random of the same hero, and they battle it out, and it's best till 3. And that's on the new map Echo Point, which is the character Mai's home base. It's a very tight, small map, sort of like in the days of Call of Duty, how you'd have Rust or Shipment. It's a very tight area. You find each other straight away and you battle it out. Also on the same map as 3v3, so you verse it out that way. Once you die, that's it. It's best of 3 rounds, but if you die, that's it till the next round, so you gotta make sure you don't let your team down. I found that mode very difficult. going from traditional 6v6 and having everyone play at least one role and escorting a payload, just sort of battling it out with 3 people, sometimes not having a healer. It's very scary, very intense, and very rage-inducing. But it was a lot of fun. I do want to get better at it, but it is something that'll take a lot of time to sort of have a strategy for and work out exactly what you need each person to do. Because you don't have much time to pick your characters, you have to go in with a strategy. And then we have the other mode is we have sort of like Mario Party sort of shuffle mode, where it's like all the different brawls. There's like 6, there's a Shimada, Super Shimada Brothers, there's Mystery Heroes, which is its own thing, but then there's this playlist with all these different brawls that have been in the past, so you can just play through those. There's also a new mode, Anything Goes, which update that will be coming to the main game is in quick play, you won't be able to hero stack anymore, so it'll be like competitive without, but you won't lose points. So in quick play now, you can only be one of each hero in your team, you can't hero stack, you can't be double, and so that will change the dynamic of quick play and make that a bit more playable. So if you want to play competitive but not lose the points or put that in, you can now do that in quick play because you won't be able to be the same character. So to combat that, they have a separate mode in arcade called Anything Goes, and you can all be Genji, you can all be Hanzo, you can have 4 tools, you can do whatever you want, so that's in there. So this update I feel is doing quite a lot. It's bringing in a new character that's a much needed counter for some of the characters. It's brought in new modes to rejuvenise the game. We're also getting a new map, Oasis, that will be around December on the PTR, and we'll get that early January. But the new modes are good. I'm glad quick play is getting sorted. I feel the only thing they need to do in the next update is maybe address competitive and maybe have some more penalties for leaving, or maybe have a system of reputation where all the people that leave and aren't great, play with each other. I know Blizzard sometimes have server problems and that's their fault, and I know sometimes people's internet aren't good, but there needs to be sort of a stand where there's a standard, because competitive for me is not playable. Either I'm on a team where everyone leaves, or the other team loses and I just feel bad for winning. Otherwise, I feel Overwatch is in a great place at the moment. We're getting new content rapidly, it's listening to the community and giving us more things, and I'm really excited to play Sombra in the main game, and I'm really excited for this new map and to get better at some of these new game modes. A little side note, Sombra does have 2 achievements, Hack the Planet, which is hack 15 people without dying in one game, which for me will be quite difficult, and then also with her ult to hack 6 people with that at once, which shouldn't be too hard if everyone's grouped together. For more Overwatch news, stay tuned to Oliver Reviews. I have a Facebook page as well, you can find me on Oliver Reviews there, and stay tuned for more content. See you later.